Redesign Your Life, a course that's all about finding what you love and doing what you love. Welcome to the introductory video for my program. I'm Peter Hawke. I work with individuals and groups, helping you make your life more the way you want. And this course is all about making your work, the wider activities you do, and your future plans more the way you want. So, what's in this video? This is the introduction to the program Redesign Your Life. I built it in response to real needs of real people. People looking to take decisions about their work and careers, decisions about the direction they should take, decisions based on knowing who you are and what's important to you. So in this video, I'll introduce the ideas behind the program. I'll give you an overview of the content and the options open to you if you're interested in starting to redesign your life. As a parent, a friend, and a professional coach, I meet more and more people who are doing what they don't want to do, leaving them feeling very demotivated about their work and their wider lives. Recent research suggests over 80% of people don't enjoy their work. That's 4 out of every 5 people in work. I guess for you, the important question is this you? Where are you in these statistics? And I'm guessing you're interested in this program for one of 2 reasons. Either you're in that 80% or someone you know is. And when I talk to people, it's clear that there's a vital gap in their information about themselves, stopping them moving forwards. Bridging this gap involves finding out about yourself, getting a clear and detailed sense of who you are, things like purpose, goals, strengths, values, so you can get yourself to where you can start to see your direction for the future. Redesign Your Life is all about helping you do this, creating the momentum to move forwards. Let's understand what that information gap is. My mind map sets out some of the big questions we'll ask. I wonder what you'd say right now if I were to ask you some of them. Things like, what are your strengths? What's important to you? Your values? Who inspires you? If you want more time to reflect on them, you can find the mind map on my website. You can also rate yourself on how well you know the answers. Based on these sorts of questions, Redesign Your Life is all about helping you get really clear on who you are. This is the essential starting point to redesign your life. So, imagine what it would feel like if you knew your purpose, if you had clear goals based on your values and your strengths, and if you had a plan to start doing something about it. Take a moment to imagine this, to imagine how it would feel knowing this and much more about yourself, knowing you're in a position to start making decisions about your life. So, let's focus on who the Redesign Your Life program is for. It's very simple. It's for anyone who knows they're not in the job they want, and, importantly, who wants to do something about it. So, let's be really specific about who it's focused towards. Do any of these describe you? You might be unemployed, trying to get into the job market for the first time. You might be in a job knowing it's simply not using all your talents or time. You might be approaching the end of your education at school, college, university, and you've little idea of what you're good at and what you really want to do. Or you might have taken a career break, perhaps with children, or you've been ill, or you've been travelling, or maybe you're making a career change as one period of your life comes to a close for another to start, perhaps following time in the armed forces, or maybe on a fixed-term contract, or what you do has been made redundant. Or you might be retiring, looking for something new for the next stage of life. And I meet a lot of people who just drifted into their jobs up to now, and they're feeling it's time to start planning their career. And others, for whatever reason, are simply feeling disengaged, disappointed, disillusioned, even depressed. and needing new direction. And so many people I meet don't really know what they're good at, their strengths, and have no idea what they'd really love to do. And so many are worried they'll never do what will make them feel really satisfied and fulfilled. You can see from this list the program has widespread appeal and value because it's been designed for anyone who feels at a key turning point in their life. For people who want new direction and are ready now to start making decisions, because redesigning your life is all about making great decisions. You are where you are now, based on the decisions you've made up to now. And where you go in the future will be another set of decisions. And unless you do something different, it won't suddenly start getting any easier. And if you find decision making on things like this difficult, the important truth is that you cannot not make decisions. Even avoiding a decision actually involves the decision. As it's so important, let's spend a moment on making decisions. Why do many of us find it hard to get to grips with questions like, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? And so easily end up not answering it? I'd suggest it's simply because the question is just too big. In my experience, a typical response to what do I want to do with the rest of my life is, good question, I'd love to answer it, but I've no idea where to start. And as a result, it's not surprising that we bring out our too difficult box. And we take the question and file it in there for another day. And we go off and busy ourselves with other things we can do. And in the blink of an eye, another year's gone by. But the trouble is, if you want to find and do what you love, you've got to answer the question, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? So, how does this program help? It's very simple, but very crucial to your success. The program's been designed to be the answer to this problem, and it does it by turning this one big question into small achievable chunks, giving you a set of activities to gradually take you across the information gap. In our experience, great decisions about your future need great information about you. Information about who you are, your personal qualities, your values, your beliefs about yourself, your strengths, and all the skills and knowledge you've built up over the years and more. But again, in our experience, you can't just ask people to list these and expect it to appear from nowhere. So let's get really specific. What exactly is it that makes Redesign Your Life work? The answer is, it's all about having a step-by-step set of activities to build the information you need. And those activities enable you to gradually, but very effectively, build a picture of you and your life. So, let's break down the activities. It starts with layer 1. This is about setting your direction, starting to create a sense of purpose and direction, and starting you thinking about goals. Layer 2 is about looking backwards to see what you've done already in your life. The older we get, the more we forget what we did in the past, but in my experience, our past activities and achievements hold important keys to the foundations of what we might do in the future. Then layer 3 is about values. What's important to you? We have a number of activities to help you get in touch with both your work and your wider values. And this leads naturally onto layer 4, which is about your strengths and your strength themes. Again, we have a range of activities and recommend as part of this that you purchase and use the Gallup Strengths Finder questionnaire. And the secret is the way everything then links together to make the connections between all this information, to work out who you are and to work out what you really can and want to do. This is a comment from someone who did the program. I love what she says about the materials, talking of how the sequence of questionnaires helped her to build a picture to put into words who she is and what types of work suits her, and how the final document enabled her to see clearly what her skills are and what a possible future could be. Helpful feedback as you think about maybe doing the course. And if you'd like to see more feedback, do go to my website. You'll find video clips you can watch from a number of people who've done the program. So, to summarize, the program's all about finding out what you really want to do, and because you do it by getting really clear on who you are, it's all about building the confidence to feel you can start doing it. So, I guess your next question's going to be, what are the different ways to do the program? The next video will give you an overview of each of the options. The video is called 3 Ways to Redesign Your Life. In it, I'll overview your options. These are joining a coach-led group, doing the standalone video-based course, and working directly with a coach. And remember, you're just one step away from starting finding what you love. So you can start planning how you might begin doing what you love. And it's obvious, but so important. If you never find out what that is, you'll never know if you can. And getting started is just one decision.